Perfect.
Hi, hello everybody. Thank you so much for coming and for watching. My name is Annabelle Howard, and I'm the voice of Big Fun Education. And we're going to be talking about the Scottish play today. I'm going to try very hard not to say the name of the play. And that's because we're sort of in a virtual theatre here right now. It's live, we're people, we're playing different roles, we have different parts. So it's sort of like a theatre. And the tradition is that if you say the name of the play, you get bad luck. So I don't want us to have any bad luck this morning. I'm going to try hard to call it the Scottish play. So we've all looked at the play a little bit, and we know there's a feast in there. And other things happen in that scene. It's dramatic. There's, there's a ghost. The Lady Macbeth is angry with her husband. All these things. Macbeth is going crazy. But the big question for people who like to eat is, what did they serve? What did they cook for the Macbeths at the feast? What was on the table? So we're going to try and answer that question for you this morning. We have some experts, and they're going to help us make one historically plausible dish, a dish we can believe in that might have been something they'd serve, and also a dessert that's inspired by the words in the play and the theme of the play. So I want to tell you that I am personally so delighted to have students from England, Bournemouth, England. Hello, Bournemouth, England.
Hello.
Witches?
Fantastic. You can tell I'm a little bit prejudiced. I do come from England. So I couldn't be more thrilled to have the English here. I'm also American, so I'm equally delighted to have students here from Maine, East Coast. Let's hear it for the East Coast, America. Yeah, fantastic. Look at that. 5th graders. Brilliant. I used to teach 5th grade. I love that age. And last but definitely not least, we have, for your pleasure, students from Argentina. Hello, Argentina. Amazing. I just haven't spoken with students in Argentina before. I tell you, Google Plus is amazing. It's bringing us all together. So we're going to meet you a little bit more later on. We're going to meet the experts, but let's just get started. What I want to do is give you a geographical context for the feast that happened in Inverness Castle in Scotland. So I'm going to show a map of the world, thanks to Google, and I'm going to hand you over to our expert in theatre history, who comes from the Yale School of Drama. Hello, Rachel.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Rach.
So take it away, Rachel. As we see the pictures come up, you can tell us what we're looking at.
All right, so this is a map of the world. Can you see your own country? Because we're from all over the world today.
Yeah.
And we are zeroing in on Great Britain, so England, Wales, and Scotland, and getting closer to Scotland and Inverness Castle in the Scottish Highlands, and this is where the Scottish play is set. So this is a picture of Inverness Castle as it looks today. But this castle was actually built in 1836, which is more than 200 years after Shakespeare wrote the play. So we have some other pictures for you. Should be coming up is, because there were no cameras when Shakespeare was writing, an artist did a rendering of what the castle might have looked like around 1600, which is around when Shakespeare was writing the play. So as you can see, it's a big stone fortress. But this isn't even the castle where King Macbeth might have lived. The castles in Inverness have this long history of being knocked down and rebuilt by invading kings from England and from Scotland. And so we think in the 1000s, when the real King Macbeth was alive, the castle was more like a fort. So this is a Pictish fort. Picts, that's a fun word, Pict. Those were Pict. That was an ancient Scottish tribe, and this is the kind of place where they lived. So you can see this isn't a big stone fortress. This is much more wood and straw, and so it's actually much easier to knock down and invade than we think of it as being. But the story of the real King Macbeth, who lived in the 1000s, from 1040 to he was king from 1040 to 1057 AD, and he did kill the Scottish king Duncan and was avenged by Duncan's son Malcolm. And this story has captured people's imagination since it happened, especially Shakespeare. And the play that Shakespeare wrote, which we call the Scottish play, has been on everybody's mind since it was written. And so, including an artist who painted a painting of what he thought the feast might look like. And we're going to show the painting in just a second. The painting is of the feast. It's called The Ghost of Banquo. It's by an artist named Theodore Chaucerot, who painted it in 1855. And you can see how the ghost is in the center of the painting. And so even though everyone in the painting is looking at Macbeth, Macbeth is looking at the ghost. So it's this great depiction of how guilt feels, how you see this enormous shining white figure that nobody else can see because you know you did something wrong.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Rachel. That really sets the scene. That gives us the setting for the whole play and then for this scene in the castle.
How you doing, Argentina? Okay. All right. We could start. Great. Start making it into a bowl and give it to the kids so they could make their thumbs. So they could all make thumbs.
We see that? Ooh!
That is funny.
Wow!
Scary.
Have we had a picture of the Argentinians eating that?
Oh! Look at Argentina! Bring it back!
Bring it back.
Yeah. Oh wow. That looks good. That looks good. Well done, kids. Well done.
Okay.